I parked just off the Bulford Droveway. I left my car parked there and joined Robert and Dom in our new Land Rover Defender off-roader. We were looking forward to a good day on Salisbury Plain as the no red flags out. We never saw any all day either. This was the first real test to see what the Landy was capable of and assess how well it would cope with the rough terrain and the deep puddles, which, by the way, stank to high heaven. The water was stagnant as there hadn't been any rain for quite a while. We were quite comfortable in the front seats. Dom was in the back on the little seat, which was not quite so cosy when driving over the rough ground. I think she might have picked up a few bruises on the way. That was a little one compared to what we'd encounter later on. This one was tempting, but Robert decided not to risk it. I refer to these water features as puddles, but that doesn't really do them justice. They're more like mini lakes filled with slippery clay waiting to catch out the unwary. After about an hour's driving, we'd covered 10 miles on Salisbury Plain, and it was time to stop for a tea break. We swapped drivers and I took the wheel for my first time off-roading or mud plugging. Me and Dom relegated Robert to the comfort of the back seat, where he could appreciate the luxury of being chauffeur-driven in the Landy. It wasn't long before I had the chance to drive through some of the water features. I tended to drive a bit more slowly through the water than Robert suggested. To be honest, I was surprised that there was still such a lot of water about. Robert said that it was the clay bottom that held the water. Apart from the puddles, we didn't encounter the acres of claggy mud that is normally such a feature of Salisbury Plain. I got more and more confident with our Landy. It was coping with the puddles very well. I was really enjoying myself. We stopped to examine a couple of destroyed tanks. I don't suppose you were allowed to climb on them, but that didn't stop Robert. We saw lots more in some of the inaccessible and out-of-bounds areas. Shortly after passing this sign, we came across a locked gate and realised we were in a no-go area, so we had to make a hasty retreat. Now we're getting to a really good bit. This seemed to be a bit daunting at first, but Robert said go for it, so I did. Wow, just look at that bow wave. A boat would be proud to own that one. I think Robert enjoyed that just as much as I did. One more for me to drive through. He's positively encouraging me now. I thought it was about time I let Robert have a go, so we swapped drivers again. Oops, who didn't shut that door? Phew, look at the way the Landy dropped its bum at the end of that one. So there we are. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed driving our trusty old Landy.